Do you know about Path of Exile? What about Diablo 3? Then I'm sure you're also familiar with this.
What the fuck, Mom?
Or scouring forums for 5 hours learning how to most efficiently farm your King Bazinga weapon in 25 hours rather than 30. Now, what if I told you can scratch that same theory crafting and build diversity each in runs of under 1 hour? Welcome to Nova Drift. In this surprising blend of aRPG, roguelite and Asteroids thingy, you control a ship that floats around in space and, as in any good roguelite, starts off boring and bland and useless and stupid, but soon enough you can turn it into a pretty much screen-wiping machine of death and destruction and doom for everyone. And this is where the magic comes, and when you can let your imagination run wild. Do you want a giant sniper rifle which fires a one-hit kill bullet that warps around the screen wiping everything?
Go ahead!
Fire a cluster of mines that burst into a cluster of grenades that explode into a cluster of destruction?
Why not?
Summon an armada of flies that follow your helpless victims around and kill them through a million paper cuts?
Done and done!
Bring an overpowered turret along that just goes everything inside while you grab a bowl of ice cream?
Hell yeah!
Turn yourself into a burning sun which burns the entire screen while engulfed in a ball of burning fire that burns the entire screen some more! Yeah! But wait, there's more. Actually, no, that's it really. No, but seriously, this is the game. It's a fairly easy to get into roguelite. What I showed you here is not even 10% of what's possible. There are over 170 passives and skills. They're all viable in one build or another. You have over 30 shields, weapons and ships that you can choose from and combine with one another. Now, the game obviously is not perfect. First of all, you won't have the same depth of a regular aRPG, and my biggest pet peeve is that currently the game does not have an end game. It's just survive as long as you can. It's a score attack. I know some people don't mind this, but I don't really like that lack of you won, you beat the game. The community usually comes up with some wave as an end goal, like if you beat wave 200 you effectively beat the game, but it still lacks some satisfaction to me, but it's just so minor when compared with everything else. The game is great value for money. You can easily pour tens or even hundreds of hours into a game that costs less than 15 bucks. And more important than that, the game is great value for time, which is more important to me than anything right now. Because you don't need to pour 30 or 50 or 100 hours of grinding into one build. I know some people like that, but in this case you can just loop the game, try different stuff, refine the same build over and over and over again, because there's some randomness in which skills are offered to you, so you can grind that perfect setup if you really want. All in all, I think it's a phenomenal game. It's still being updated, there's an active community around it. It's fantastic all around, particularly if you're a fan of roguelites that give player most of the agency instead of leaving it to randomness. If you're a fan of aRPGs, I know visually it has nothing to do with those games, but the parallels are astounding, and I cannot recommend this game enough. Please, please, please give it a try, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.